Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again. And it's bonus banger time, y'all. That's a lock. It's bonus banger time, and I got one. I promise you I got a banger. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, working hard, getting to that bag the legit way. I have no problem making sure y'all got something to watch in the morning times, man. I promise you I don't. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I promise you I have no problem doing these things, but I just need y'all to do one thing, and that's just stay out the way. That's all I need y'all to do. And we're gonna stay out the way, man, just because we already know, man. Like if you really staying out the way out there, man, like you already have in your brain that, like, if you break the law, you already know what the situation is, man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm never trying to go live in a jail cell ever again in my life. Now, if y'all somebody that like towing the line with the crime like I was doing when I was young, before I knew what was waiting for me by breaking the law, like if y'all like doing that, man, like just keep doing it, because I guarantee you're gonna be in these situations where these stories are at, man. You're gonna witness all these stories because you're gonna be in a situation that you're not gonna be able to get yourself out of, man. You're gonna be in jail. You're gonna be in prison. God forbid, man. Change your life around right now by doing the right thing by yourself and your family, man. I guarantee you everything will go smooth, man. Everybody can't be rich. Everybody can't be as lit. You can just be yourself, man. Your own riches is being free, man. Being with your family, growing old. That's being rich within yourself, man. So try to work on that, man. For you can stop trying to impress people by just trying to throw rocks at penitentiary, man. It's not worth it at the end of the day. So just stay out of the way, period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one: like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. Time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called "He Couldn't Help Himself." Part 1. Crazy, man. But in penitentiary, for real, man, there's people in there that really they really can't control a lot of the stuff they do, man. Like, it's just a sickness. It becomes like a something that they feel like it's taking over their body, man, when it comes to a lot of things. I'm not just speaking on one thing. Like, people will do stuff in there and you be like, man, he couldn't even help it, man. Like, it was calling him, man. Like, we are so messed up and fried in there, man. Like, we do it to ourselves by putting ourselves in prison. But like, when you go to prison, man, it's like your brain cells, you lose your brain cells, man. Like, I don't care how many books you read. I don't care about none of that stuff, man. Like, you are lost in touch with the streets. You're barely talking to your family. You can't talk to them. It's not for a long period of time, man. Like, prison and jail, like, they try to break you from being a part of like society, man. And like just the madness of that alone. Like, I'm leaving my family, I'm leaving society, the streets, everything I know, everything I just saw for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be seeing something else now. So when you're in a predicament like that, it kind of like fries your brain to the point where if you already have a problem with something, man, like, prison is the worst place to be for it, man, because you're gonna actually chase that problem, man, regardless of what it is. And I've seen it happen a lot of times from the guys in there, y'all. I promise y'all that, man. So with that being said, though, we are on Susses 2 for this one, y'all. We are on Susses 2. I can remember being in 4D for this one, y'all, man. This is when I'm in 4D. I have been in 4D probably around this time, probably 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, I done went through and seen so many stuff. I was in the cell with my homeboy, ended up locking him up on the investigation. Then I was doloed, and then, you know, I was just in there doing me, man. Like regardless if you're in the cell with your homeboy, regardless if you're in the cell with your homeboy or not, man, they lock him up, he go to the hole, whatever the case, or get moved. You got to keep the ball rolling, man. So like, I was used to being in the pod, you know what I mean? I knew a lot of people in there. I was trying to get a job at the time, man, because I was so used to working in 3D. You know what I mean? Like, by the time I'm in 4D, I'm trying to get a job like how I was. In 3D, it was easy to get a job. But in 4D, it was like all the jobs were taken up. So around this time right here, though, like, even though I've been in 4D for a while, I have touched a few times, but at this particular moment right here, I have no motion at the time, man. Like, I'm really doing nothing. Like, I can't even really gamble because it's like my money is not like sturdy enough to really like just trick money on stuff. So I'm basically just trying to live. I'm kicking it with a few dudes in there, like, they want motion, you know what I mean? Like, usually I'm the one that usually kind of brings the motion. There be other dudes from the town bringing motion, but like, motion usually is the main thing on my sheet. Like, I'm trying to bring some motion to the squad, to the pod. This is what I'm trying to do, man. We ain't got to keep buying from everybody. Let's get our own stuff. So like, around this time, I'm being patient. Nothing has come around. So it's a few people in there that I'm rocking with. There's one particular dude that I'm rocking with named G, man. Like, he's one of the dudes from Norfolk that I'm rocking with, man. Like, we're going to call him G, man. But G was an alright dude. You know what I mean? G was from out the way, around my age. We both in like our middle 20s. You know what I mean? Early, middle 20s around this time. We both, you know, got a little bit to do. It was a few other dudes in there that was from the town, rocking with a couple of older dudes. You know what I mean? Like, all we doing in there is just chasing parlay tickets, man. Everybody just chilling, trying to chase parlay tickets. Now, the whole time around us is motion around us. You got the dudes from Richmond going to the VI, coming back with the dog food. Got some of the red team members touching from time to time. I guess they grabbing from the dudes in one building. So it was like, we kind of like was the only ones in there that weren't really like doing nothing at this particular moment. Now, when I first moved in that pod, I ended up catching some motion immediately as soon as I got in there because somebody had owed me. So I ended up getting in the car with a dude from one building. So I come in with motion, but it's been a while since that motion, man. So like, we just trying to just stay afloat. And that's all it is. Like, we ain't lames in the block. We just don't got no motion, but the motion is around us. Sometimes it go like that. Sometimes it don't be us with the motion. The Richmond dudes won't have the motion. The red team won't have the motion. And then it'll just be reversing. It'll just be the ball just going in a circle, man. Like, everybody gets a turn, basically. So we in the junk chilling, man. Like, my homeboy G, he ain't really pushing a whole lot. He ain't one of them dudes that be starting a lot. All we do is just chill. Try to find the la-la and just light up the la-la and relax, chill. Put the music on the CD player or open my man's cell in 15, had the music banging. That's all we'll do. We'll be sitting by the steps because my man's cell was right by the steps. Now, the whole time that we've been in there, it's been looking like it's geographical in there because like I told y'all, the red team messing with the red team. Even though it's some dudes from the town that's from the red team and spread it out. Then you have the dudes from Richmond, they dealing with Richmond. Then there's us in there. Then there's the Newport News. Everybody kind of was sticking to who they was dealing with. That's how I was looking around this time in the block. But for the most part, though, like everybody was still kind of like, you would still talk. I know I would. You would still talk to everybody. You would still kick it with people. So I come back in for medical one day, man. I went to medical. I come back in for medical. It was a new dude in the block. And when I looked, he was standing over there by G and all the rest of the dudes from Norfolk. So he was standing over there. So I walk in and I see him. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to see if I recognize him. You know what I mean? I really don't recognize his face. He looked like he's a little older than us. He looked like he's probably 31. Something like that, 31, 32, something like that. Nothing too old, not unk status, but definitely older than us. But he didn't look too much older. You know what I mean? So I see him, I look, I don't recognize this guy. So when I walk up, G was like, hey, look, yeah, introduce you my homeboy. So I see the dude, he like, hey, look. This Weezy right here, man. Goddamn, he like, yo, Weezy, this is my, he like, yo, this Weezy right here. Hey, Weezy, man, this my people's, man. He was like, Weezy, this is my homeboy, man. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you about him, man. He crazy, man. He like, yeah, I know him from the street, though. He ain't from Norfolk, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, where you from? So he told me he was from, I ain't gonna say where bro from, you know what I mean? But he told me he was from right then and there. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, okay, there's some dudes. There's always some people where you from when you get locked up in penitentiary. So we get to kicking it, you know what I mean? I go back to the cell, put my shirt up, because I'm just coming back from medical. So I'm coming back down the steps. So when I come back down the steps, they all right there. I come down the steps. Everybody kicking it, laughing, you know what I mean? So he telling us like he just coming from St. Bride's. Now he said he was at St. Bride's. Now he is from Tidewater. I'm gonna say that. The man is from Tidewater, but everybody talking, so I hear my man G call his name. So he told me his name. I found out the dude's name was Max. But we're gonna call him Max. He telling a war story about when he was at St. Bride's. So I'm like, oh, I couldn't understand. I was like, oh, you was at the Bride's. It was such and such there. So he like, yeah. So we get to talk about that. So he telling us how the visiting room was in St. Bride's. Well, it was kind of easy, but still though, just to get into the bag alone in St. Bride's, because you know that's a level 2, y'all. So that's an open dorm. So that's the joint. It ain't like Sussex 2. Like that's bunk bed. Like that, you gonna go in a place that got bunk beds everywhere. It's those type of prisons. So like a lot of I know I didn't really want to go there. I ain't even gonna lie. Like for real, I wasn't feeling the open dorm joint. I've been gone too long. I was already used to the sales, so I never was feeling that. So bro in there, Max in there, just telling us about how sweet it is. You know what I mean? He telling us about how sweet it is. So he was like, he used to try to, you know what I mean, do this, and he was doing this. He was trying to bag, and this is what he was doing. So as he's saying that, he like, yeah, I see. He's like, I'm a bag. He was like, I bet you I bag. I'm a bag. Oh, watch what I do. So everybody was like, yo, so how you get up here? So he was like, he got into a fight with his own city. He was like, he got into a fight with some dudes from his own city because he ended up bagging. And when he started getting to the bread, he said the dudes started hating on some, like they was trying to call the shots. So he was like, he got into it with them, rumbled, went to the hole, pulled the lock out, was fighting them with the lock when he got out the hole. So they shipped him to Sussex. So he was like, when he got up here, he was like, I'm telling you, when I like the whole time he's down there, like just telling us about St. Bride's, he like, man, I promise you, man, if I ever get some money, man, I ain't got nothing for none of them dudes from my city. Like he ain't rocking with them now. Him and my man G was kind of cool because G knew him, you know what I mean? G knew him from the street. So like they was like, he was rocking with G crazy. So it was a dude, I think it was 2 dudes in there from his city. I promise you, Max didn't say nothing. He didn't say not one word to those people, y'all. So boom, he kept his word on that. He said he had no ticket for those guys, man. So through the time of him being in there, especially from the beginning, he didn't have his property in the beginning. Like when you get transferred from another compound, like they'll send like a box, then they'll send the other box a week later. Like, so you're never gonna have all your property. So he needed stuff, so he was relying on us. Like we looked out, and it turned out that bro was cool. It turned out like he was an all right dude. I ain't gonna lie. So like he just used to kick it with G. Like when we be on the yard, you would see him with G. And then G will end up walking over there where we was at, then you will see him, he'll pull up too. So it kind of started looking like he was rocking, like he was with Norfolk, like he was a Norfolk dude. So nobody never really looked at it like it was a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because like I say, even though I told y'all everybody was sticking together, like I have seen this tactic before. Like you will see this from time to time, dudes from another city, chill with more dudes from the other city than their own city. Like you will see that. You know what I mean? But like, it's always some BS behind that sometimes. Like, but for this particular city that he's from, it's really nobody up there making a fuss about what he's doing. So it didn't look bad on what he was doing. You know what I mean? Now he was from Richmond or maybe Norfolk doing this. Like it wasn't no big spot that make this really look suspicious that what he was doing, which it wasn't suspicious. But at the end of the day, man, he's really kicking it with Norfolk dudes. So like the whole time he's been in there, you know what I mean? It's this one lady that's been working. So like bro just be shooting his shot. Now, it's been a whole lot of dudes shooting their shot, but Max, you know what I mean? He's really been shooting a shot at the lady. And I've been noticing kind of like the lady kind of like would give him feedback. So like he one of those dudes, like he say he be bagging. That's what he do. So he's spitting at the lady, So I'm thinking everything can go smooth with him. You know what I mean? I'm hoping everything goes smooth with him because he talking about he get to the bag. So through all this going on, it was some other dudes that was on one building side. Like I say, when you go out on the yard, you would bump into dudes like from all over the compound because if our building has the big yard, we're surrounded by all the pods on the compound because we're in the middle of the yard. So we're going to see the courts and 4 building side, 2 building side, the yard 2 over here, yard where we can walk down to wherever we want to talk to people at. So bro hasn't really been outside and I haven't noticed that. But the only reason he don't be going outside is because that lady be working. The lady worked from like through the morning rec and the evening rec. She'll go home, I think, after the evening rec. That's when shift would change. But like he wouldn't go outside because the lady worked the day shift. So the lady that he was trying to holler at, man, we're going to call her Miss K. Now, he been trying to holler at Miss K a lot. Now, Miss K wasn't considered a cop, but she would let dudes be the number one. She would let dudes do that all day, man. They would be the number one. They'll be in the shower blacking out. They'll be blacking out in there, and sometimes she'll let it go, and sometimes she'll write you up. But for the most part, she did her job. You know what I mean? She wasn't somebody that, like, it's been so many people before Max that's been spitting at this lady, and there's been no results. You know what I mean? So he never came outside. So I don't know if dudes heard or found out. I don't know what the case was. But all I know is my homeboy called me to the fence. G is over here on this side of the fence talking to somebody else. I was down by a 4 building side talking to somebody on the side we was at. So somebody said, Weezy! Like, yo, come. They stay way down there by 1 building fence. I'm like, it ain't a long walk because we on a big yard, but it's like you know what I mean? I'm like, man, so I make my way all the way down there. I get down there It's two old heads from the town. I know I ain't gonna say their names. Then there was a couple of other dudes that was in one building. Now I told y'all these are the dudes that got a little time past the 2029 game, so they right there on the fence. They on yard one. So they was like, hey, look, and they from the town now. Two of them is dudes probably like in their early 30s, just like the dude Max. So they was like, hey, look, hey, the dude Max in y'all pod. So I'm like, who you talking about? The dude just moved up here, Max. I was like, yeah, because I think it was another Max on such a two, like a real name of a dude named Max on such a two. So I'm like, nah, you talking about? He like, nah, I'm talking about Max from such and such. So when he say that, another dude pull up. So I'm like, yeah. He was like, hey, man. He was like, yo, man, they say he rocking with y'all, man. He was like, where G at, man? I was like, G. I called G. G, come over there. So G walked up. You know what I mean? G was like, what's up? He was like, hey, look. They said, dude, y'all rocking with, man. They say, man, when he was upstate, man, dude was fruity, man. He was super fruity up there. So we looking like, huh? He like, man, he was super fruity when we was upstate, man. He was like, look, man, we was at Blondell, man. He was worried he was messing with the dude. He was like, he had a dude. So we thinking like, you know, we have heard stories about the juvenile system when you go upstate. Y'all know that's like the penitentiary for juveniles. We call that going upstate. You know what I mean? Like when you still young juvenile under 18, like they'll call that sending you upstate. You know what I mean? So like I never heard no fruity like stories about fruitiness in the detention home activity, but I never really inquired. Heard no stories about nobody being fruity on that jump from nobody I ever knew. Like that never was stories. Like you would hear the prison joints, but you wouldn't hear that. You know what I mean? Like that, you would just hear about dudes fighting. That's all you would hear about. So we like G, like what, man? G, like man, listen, man, nah, man, you got the wrong person. I was on the street with dude, man. He had went home, bro. Like when y'all must be talking about, he was like, man, listen, man, that man had plenty of women, bro. He was like, that's what he do. He do the women. Dude was like, man, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. We was on Bon Air. He was like, look, he from such and such. He from my city. He was like, he ain't messing with us because he got into it with, he called another dude name from their city. That was, I guess, had a name, you know what I mean? He was like, he ain't messing with us because he got into it with such and such on St. Bride's, and that's my people's, and da. So he talking about it, I'm like, so I don't know what to believe, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy, man. So G like, yo, so G called another dude over there that wasn't from Norfolk, that was at another spot before he went to St. Bride's, you know what I mean? So he was like, hey, look, weren't you at the spot with bro before he went to St. Bride's, man? What he was doing, man? He was like, he was rolling with the 5%ers. Like he was studying the 5%er. He was like, when he went to St. Bride's, I don't know what he did after that, but like, he was like, man, that's what G was like, man, see, man, bro ain't with that, man. Y'all tripping, man. Stop hating on bro, man. Stop hating on bro. So I'm like, I'm hearing both sides, but I don't know what to believe. But like when they open up the gate, like they said they open up their gate for them to leave. So we walking back all the way down by 4 building side, and me and G just walking. So I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, yo, bro, that's crazy, man. Why somebody trying to throw a bone on bro like that? I was like, he need to come address dude. I said, dude trying to throw a bone on him, man. He said, yeah, he got to come. We going to take him outside tomorrow. You got to come holler at this dude immediately, y'all. So boom. And I felt like that was the only thing to do. Real talk. Like, you need to come address this. So we get back to the pod instantly. We Max in there talking to the lady. Hey, we holler at you. Bro called him over there. Hey, look, G was like, yo, some dude from your city out there saying that you used to shake, rattle, and roll, bro, when y'all was upstate. He was like, upstate? What you mean, 12 years ago? 12, 13 years ago, man, upstate. Who said that? He was like, man, some light-skinned older dude, man, that's in one building, man, from out your way. He was like, light-skinned older dude. He was like, man, I'm going outside. I'm going outside tomorrow. Show me who this dude is. Show me who this dude is. So he's like, yeah, we're going to show you who this dude is. Because, like, if you going to run with us, bro, like, this ain't the type of way, bro. You're not going to have that bone on you, bro. Or not, you're not going to do nothing about this bone. You acting like you trying to hang with us. Not acting like we majorly like the organization of the year or nothing like that. But still, though, like, bro, somebody just threw a bone on you, bro. You got to go straighten this. You know what I mean? So we act like that jump didn't affect him. That was one thing that I noticed. So as we're chilling, like we chilling out of nowhere. And G pull up. So this was probably like 30 minutes after we hollered at him. We went outside, everybody back. We locked down. We come back out after count. I come downstairs. I look. G called me to the cell. Like, yo, like, what's up? G slept in cell 9. I go to G cell. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, come in. I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, you trying to mess with the la-la? I'm like, yeah. He was like, look, I got some la-la a little bit. About to roll it up. He was like, yeah, a couple of other dudes about to pull up. Max and them about to pull up. So everybody pull up. That's what we used to do sometimes. So everybody come in and jump, door closed. Yeah, push. We throw the cut up. We in the jump. So everybody, I'm standing on the wall. Everybody right there. Max sitting in the box. G staying right there on the sink. Everybody right there. So we roll the joint up. I roll the joint up. You know what I mean? I get to hitting the joint. I'm like, shh. I looked at bro, I was like, yo, bro, that's crazy, bro. He was shake, rattling, and rolling, bro. He was like, he looked at me. When he looked at me, I was like, it's up for consideration. He was like, nah, bro, I ain't shake, rattling, and rolling. Man, who this? We going to straighten that. Dude's always been hating on me, man. He was like, but yeah, look, yeah, that Lala right there. You know who brought that Lala? I was like, who? He was like, Miss K. I'm like, Miss K? But he was like, yeah, her brother grew it. So she just gave me a sample. That's why I wanted y'all to try it. I tried it. I like it. I was like, this John, right here. He was like, yeah. So now I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, so bro, I'm like, if it ain't true, bro, let's go straighten it, bro. I'm like, yo, so look, though, y'all know it ain't been no motion in a while. I'm like, yo, bro, so, you know what I mean? What's good, bro? Let me in the car, bro. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Put something together. What's the word? Ain't nothing shaking on this plate. He like, man, look, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We got to handle this business first. You know what I mean? We got to handle this business first, bro. But like at the end of the day, bro, like, I'll let y'all eat. Y'all already know I'm hanging with y'all. I'm rocking with y'all. I'll let y'all eat. I ain't got no problem letting y'all eat. As soon as he started saying that, he was talking to G as he's saying it again. I had to one more time. Still up for consideration. So boom. What can I do about it now, man? I gotta let it slide because like he's getting under my radar, my predator radar detector, which means he's not a predator. That's first off. You know what I mean? But up for consideration is basically like, man, let this play out, man. Like, you know what I mean? You never know what this is gonna be. Now, he's talking about getting this bag game. So like, I've been on the drop for a minute. So I'm trying to figure out like how this is gonna play out. I'm trying to see what's going on. But like the word has already come out that this man probably has shake, rattle, and roll. You know what I mean? So they waiting on the next day. So we were feeling good that whole day, you know what I mean? I promise you, every time the Feezy came around, I didn't take that from him. I punished that jump and I didn't let it go because I didn't know if dudes shake, rattle, and roll or not, man. Like that was just crazy. Somebody put them on blast like that. So they called rec. They called morning rec. This time, one building has the ball field. We have yard two. It was like a reverse. So we right there by our building. So we on the fence. So they're coming to the yard. So they coming to the yard. We see them coming to the yard. As soon as they come to the yard, they come all the way down to where the fence was at. So I see G and Max, they right there. So Max like, yo, G like, yo, they go dude right there. So the other dude walking up, they like, yeah, you talking all that junk about my cousin. Yeah, he said he gonna be up here soon. Yeah, he said they gonna end up sending him up here. Yeah, and you gay. Tell the people that, and you gay. So Max like, and I'm gay. What do you mean, and I'm gay? Where you get that from? I don't even know you. Where you get that from? You said I'm beefing with your peoples. I'm gay. Dude was like, man, and you gay. That's just what it is. I ain't trying to hear nothing. So we all standing at the fence like his word just started sounding crazy though. Like he, and you gay. And you like, he hated his guts. Now he's friends with the dude that he got into it with at St. Bride's. Like it was just a lot of speculation of things that was going on. So we hearing him out. So Matt's like, man, all right, look, keep that same energy. Man. So, goddamn, as they saying that, they about to let us off the yard. So I see him talking to G. You know what I mean? So we in 4 building. So one building gotta get let off the gate, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like down there, you know what I mean? But sometimes after our joint is clear, they'll let them out from the back gate. And sometimes they'll go the long way back to 2 building. So this was one of them times. So we squatting right there, like we inside 4 building, like the doors closed later and told us off the intercom from the booth from downstairs, that's in 4 building because you know we upstairs in 4D. She done came on the intercom a million times from the booth downstairs to the door. Y'all get off there, get out the solid port, go upstairs. We like this, we land with the door with our foot on the door like this. We land. So they let one building off the back part. We push out. When we push out, the CEO straight open the gate up and walk down to the court to let the court out down there. So when they all coming out the joint, my word, man, this is my word. I promise you, man, dude come out. And like, I don't know if he knew it was gonna be problems like that, but as soon as he came out, Max just walked up on him like, yo, do you know me? You don't even know me. Dude was like, man, you gay. Like, as soon as he about to say you gay one more time, he's like, man, you gay. Man, Max hit that dude. He was like, man, it was one punch. Dude was like, man, dude, legs went up in the air. Man, he hit his back. Boom, he hit the ground. Max was like, G, grab him. Come on, bro. Come on. Get back, bro. When he grabbed him up, this word, Max was like, I'm still trying to get that dude. Like, oh, come on, bro. We get in the hallway. Like, come on, bro. This word dude laid out. Dude laid out, man. That's my word. I promise you, he get away with the joint. Man, he get away with the joint. They don't even come mess with him with the joint, man. Like, for real, like, he get away with the joint. So, like him stretching dude out, like, beating dude, like, knocking dude out. One hitter quitter game. Somebody that he says throwing dirt. I don't know about y'all, man, but that kind of gave him, like, good, you know, that gave him a good spot in the book game, y'all. So, boom. Can I say? Now, let's get down to business, man. Like, I don't really think he shake right on the road. If he did all this, you know what I mean? He stretched the man out. This, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on. This the only dude saying this rumor. So I'm like, yo, man, like, we get him back up there and calm down. Like I said, he get away with the joint. We know he got away with the joint. When count cleared and they didn't come get him or come get none of us. So we come out in the pod, everybody laughing and joking about it. We kicking it, you know what I mean? He like, yeah, look, I'm about to get the lady to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna look, let me do this. The next time I'm gonna let y'all rock, da-da-da-da. He like, man, I told y'all, man, dudes been hating on me, man. They mad because I be getting the women. He was like, the same thing happened on the brides. He was like, the same thing happened on the brides. So as he told him, like, yo, bro, you used to be 5%. Like, let's get to that. Like, I just want to know a lot of things now. Y'all know I'm extra nosy game. I'm like, yo, bro, you used to be a 5%. He like, yeah, I studied the lessons, but they weren't for me. Yeah, they weren't for me. Because they some more people that's just too, like, they try to control you. Like, I ain't with that. Nobody control me. I do what I want. I do what I want. Don't nobody control me, man. So this is what we gonna do. So I'm like, yeah, that's what's up, bro. Like, that's crazy though, man. I was like, man, somebody saying you shake right on the road, bro, you definitely gotta handle that business, man. Like, this is stuff that you gotta do. So you like, yeah, but you like, look, let's just keep winning. Like, this what it is. So like, it was all right. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, I wasn't getting to the bag at the particular moment. You know what I mean? But like, as far as having access to the la-la, that was nothing right there. Like, you know, bro was like, he was from the town. So like, hey, look, y'all want here you go. He was just giving away the la-la. You know what I mean? And after I seen him beat dude up, man, like when we was coming off the yard, like I say, bro was all right in my book, you know what I mean? Like, unless something else come up. Like I say, when I scanned him, gang, that junk came up for consideration. And that was the consideration, man. Like, he handled his business, man. You know what I mean? So what can I say about that, y'all? So boom. There's nothing I can say about that, man. But everything started going smooth. I promise y'all. Bro came in there once and let us get a play. Bro came was like, look, y'all can get a zip. That's all she can bring. I don't want nothing. Just get the zip. Like, bet. I hollered at my homeboy. G got in with me. G put the money up with me. Me and G got in with the zip. And he split the zip game. So we got in with a play. So everything was looking good. Everything is going smooth. We all feeling good that, like, man, like, bro ain't from the city. And he's doing what he's saying. Those dudes from his city, he don't have nothing for them, man. He don't even look their way. He's not dapping none of them up. He's not talking to none of them. I don't care who you is. He won't rockin' with you. So bro kept his word, man. All bro used to do is holler at the lady, stay by the booth, do his thing. That's all he used to do. He did nothing else. I promise you, man. Bro just was in chill mode the whole time. He got a roller. He got the lady bringing the package, man. And we rockin' with bro. So it's like we in the car too, you know what I mean? We slanging and banging, getting to the bread behind bro, you know what I mean? So we rocking with him. I promise y'all, man, like, it probably was about a week later of me talking about this right here after he brought us that first package. And like, after he said that, he was like, look, we just go back and forth. I'm gonna get one and y'all get one and I'm gonna get one. Then he's like, he was talking about the dude from Norfolk. If he can get the dog food, we gonna get that. He was like, bro, I'm gonna let everybody eat. He was on letting everybody eat game. That's what he was doing. So we feeling great, like I told y'all. But like, I'll say a couple weeks, about a week go by. The next thing you know, I looked up and I seen a dude that they was coming in. I seen a dude coming in our block. Man, I promise you, man, this dude that looked like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, man. Like, this man looked like bald bull in the face, man. This was a dude that was, I'm talking about, he was hit, yo. I ain't gonna lie, man. This dude was hit, man. But he walked in like this. When he walked in the pod, he didn't have his cart. It was two people. Like, I guess one of them was just pushing the cart, but only the boy was coming in the block. He walked in like this. I promise y'all. Dude pushing the cart, he walked in, he was like, his face was like this. Dude was like, dude taking the stuff out. Blue. I looked up, I seen the nigga goddamn Max walking laps with his homeboy. The other dude, he walking laps with the other dude in the party we talking to, he walking laps. And they get by cell one, kind of like where the boy standing at. This word I seen him. He did like this, he was like, I said, I'm gonna see if he gonna do it on the next one. The next one come around, I see him he gave a glance from the pod like, and ducked him. He came around, he didn't do it. He on point. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. The boy standing there like, he got the ugly face. Like, the lady was like, yeah, you going in cell 21. He was like, he grabbed his stuff, he started walking down there. As he started walking down there, bro started making laps. He started looking. This word, I seen a couple dudes go holler at him and stuff. So as I hear the nigga voice, man, the nigga was like, I don't want to move in no cell 21. He didn't have no feminine voice. And this man really didn't look feminine. He just like act feminine. He didn't look feminine, talk feminine. He act feminine. That's weird as shit, right? That man was like, I don't want to move in no cell 21. What I want to go in there for? I don't want to move in there. Yeah, who in there anyway? They opened the door up. It was like, I guess the person telling him like, yeah, the white dude in there. He was like, he took his stuff in that joint. He got his stuff ready. After he put all his stuff out, everybody in the pod like, man, they done brought a boy, because we ain't had no boys in the pod. It was no boys in the pod. So everybody like, man, they just brought a boy in the pod, man. What party game is this? You know what I mean? Looked up. After he was moving laps, I seen, he was like, yo, we seen somebody with their back to inside the cell. See in 21, that's the back of the pod. So you can see the dude back like, you can't see him like, who's that? He looking like, he turned around and looked. It was Max. Max was like, Max went to the cell. I looked up. I'm like this. I'm like, I seen Max walking across the tail like this. Got a bag full of food. Drop it off to the boy. He turn around, see all of us. We like, G like. He walk up, he was like, yeah, what's up? Everybody was like, G was like, yo, what you got going on? He was like, oh, that's my cousin right there.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.